Good afternoon and welcome to Recovering Perfectionist Mama, Grace in Progress. My name is Buffy. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. Happy to have you. What you can expect from me, you can expect honesty, you can expect actionable tips, you can expect things that will actually help you move the needle a little bit further to where you want to go. You can also expect compassion and truth and honesty, and ultimately giving you tools that can potentially help you level up, live the life you want to live, model that for your children, and show them what's actually possible. What a beautiful legacy that would be, right? Today we're going to talk about strength and vulnerability, how openness creates real connection. We've been taught that strength means holding it together, that vulnerability is weakness, that if we let people see the cracks, they'll lose respect for us. But what if the opposite is true? Have you thought about that? What if the very thing we're hiding is the thing that would actually connect us, to show people that we're vulnerable, that we're human, that we have feelings? That's how people connect, on sameness sometimes, experiencing the same things. Today we're talking about strength and vulnerability, what it really means, why openness feels so terrifying, probably because society doesn't want us to be open. Society wants us to stay hidden. And how allowing yourself to be seen is often the most powerful thing you can do. This episode isn't about oversharing. It's about authentic sharing, and how vulnerability, when rooted in wisdom and boundaries, becomes a bridge, not a liability. Why vulnerability feels so hard. Vulnerability feels dangerous because at some point, openness cost us something. Maybe you had a secret frenemy that you weren't aware of, and you shared a very vulnerable side of yourself. And you found your insides split apart when that frenemy literally used all the things that you had shared in trust, in confidence, that they wouldn't tell a soul. And then maybe the whole school, your whole friend group, whatever happened, you were exposed, and you were raw, and you were hurt, and you didn't know where to go from there. And that taught you to never trust anybody, to not be vulnerable. What an unfortunate experience that can be. Maybe you shared your feelings and they were dismissed. Maybe you were honest and it was used against you. Maybe you learned early on that low maintenance or strong was safer than being real. And that's truly sad, unfortunately, and sad for you, and how painful that you must have to bear that. So we adapted. We became what we learned from hard lessons, haven't we all? I still have an issue with telling when people are doing things that are wrong, because I was taught in first grade, no one likes a tattletale, and then I was punished for tattling when I was trying to help someone. So yes, I literally still feel that to this day. We learn to minimize our needs, to keep our emotions tidy, because you don't want to be messy, you don't want to be the messy friend, to perform competence, stay agreeable, and stay guarded. And the world rewarded us for it. But here's the quiet truth. You can be admired and still feel deeply alone, because admiration isn't the same as connection. Admiration is how you admire your favorite singer or your favorite basketball star. It's not how you want to build that connection, because you're never going to have a connection with that person. So admiration, who cares, right? The myth of strength. Strength is often framed as independence at all costs, emotional containment, never needing help. But real strength isn't about never breaking. It's about being honest about what it takes to stay whole. And women, by their very nature, need a village, need a community. And women like to share. Men don't as much, but women do. Women actually need that. Vulnerability doesn't mean collapsing. It means allowing your internal experience to be acknowledged, first by yourself and then by others you trust. And connection doesn't grow from perfection. It grows from recognition. I see you. I feel that too. You're not alone. The 3 powerful words that we all want to hear. And why openness creates connection. Here's what vulnerability does neurologically and emotionally. It signals safety. You're safe with me. It builds trust. It invites reciprocity. You know what? I experience that too. It humanizes us. When someone shares honestly, but not chaotically, it gives others permission to do the same. Connection deepens not because someone is impressive, but because they are relatable. We don't bond over having it together. We bond over being human together. Vulnerability versus oversharing. Let's talk about the difference between the two. Not all vulnerability is healthy. Healthy vulnerability is intentional. It has boundaries, and it considers context. It doesn't seek validation or rescue. Oversharing happens without discernment. So you're not really sure that you can trust that person, but you're sharing everything in your life, not knowing whether or not they're going to use it against you. Places emotional weight on the wrong people and can leave you feeling exposed instead of connected. Vulnerability should lead to grounding, not regret. A good question to ask before opening up: am I sharing to be seen or to be soothed? There's a difference. Practicing vulnerability safely. You don't start by telling everyone everything. You start small. Naming your feelings honestly, saying, I'm struggling today. Asking for help without apologizing. Admitting uncertainty. Letting someone support you. Vulnerability grows in environments where listening exists, respect is mutual, and confidentiality is honored. Not everyone earns access to your inner world, and that's okay. Let's talk about actionable tips and strategies. Practice self-vulnerability first. Before sharing with others, ask, what am I actually feeling? Am I sad? Am I mad? Am I wanting justice? What is going on? What do I need right now? Can I be honest with myself without judgment? Self-honesty is your foundation. Choose safe people, not just available people. Not everyone who listens is safe. Look for consistency. Look for empathy. Look for discretion. Look for mutual respect. You don't owe vulnerability to anyone. And use truth with boundaries language. Examples: I'm navigating something personal and taking it slowly. I don't have clarity yet, but I'm learning. I'm not okay today, but that's okay. You can be honest without being exposed. Notice how your body responds. Our body is our inner barometer. After sharing, ask, do I feel lighter or do I feel heavier? Regulated or anxious? Seen or misunderstood? Your nervous system gives feedback if you listen. Let connection be built, not forced. Vulnerability doesn't demand immediate intimacy. Connection grows through repeated honesty, consistent presence, and shared humanity over time. Why this matters for mothers, women, and female leaders. When women model healthy vulnerability, children learn emotional literacy. Relationships deepen. Shame loses its grip, and community becomes possible. You don't lead by pretending you're unbreakable. You lead by showing how to be resilient and real. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who needs permission to be real. Save it for the days you feel tempted to retreat inward. And if you're ready, practice one small act of honest connection this week. Grace doesn't mean having it all together. It means allowing growth to happen right where you are. I'm rooting you on, and thanks for tuning in, and I hope you'll come back and see us again soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.